You know, with all this talk of tunnels and underground bunkers being built, and all the stuff going on with Taylor Swift and the Kansas City Chiefs, I figured it was time I connect those two dots for you. For entertainment value, of course, because I know nothing and I'm just making this stuff up. Alright, now how many people have seen a video like this on their FYP? Well, what if I told you that that tunnel system has everything to do with the Kansas City Chiefs, as well as a whole lot of other things? Alright, well this starts with this guy right here, Lamar Hunt, who used to be the owner of the Kansas City Chiefs, and his family still owns them to this day. Oh, and fun fact, he's also the guy that came up with the term Super Bowl. Well, what most people don't know is Lamar Hunt also had another project, and that's known as Subtropolis.
Like something out of a Jules Verne science fiction novel, a large working city operating deep underground as we go about our lives on the surface above. It's real, and it's right here in the United States. Harry Smith takes us to Subtropolis.
Inside a hill in Kansas City is a place you kind of have to see to believe. It's called Subtropolis. Decades ago, limestone was mined here for concrete and asphalt. What's left is space, a lot of space.
How much space is that? Okay, so what's down here right now, we have 6 million square feet of buildings leased to 55 companies. There's 1,700 employees that run around here and go to work every day.
It's a massive industrial park, all underground.
I mean, this is almost like a little bit like a science fiction-y sort of thing.
Yeah.
But you're down here. Do you ever worry, like the world could come to an end upstairs, and you guys would just be down here toiling away, right?
Now, Subtropolis is home to some pretty big entities, like the National Archives, as well as the EPA. And it's also the storage facility for some of the biggest films in Hollywood.
Let's start with the past. We control temperature and humidity. Thousands of film canisters holding some of the most beloved movies. They're here at the underground vaults and storage.
It's hard to believe. It's mind-blowing the scale that we have here.
A short drive away and you'll find not one, but two big businesses that save thousands of dollars on overhead because of the climate down.
Alright, Subtropolis is a rabbit hole all on its own that we can go down later if you want to. But what we're going to focus on right now is Lamar and his family history. Now, in his rise to wealth, Lamar was a partner in crime with his dad. This guy right here, Haroldson L. Hunt. Alright, now Harold was not only at one time a plantation owner, but he got his wealth from the oil fields in Texas, which at one point made him the richest man in America.
In Dallas, Texas, where millionaires are not at all unusual, this man carrying part of his lunch to work in a paper bag is something special. For among those who have amassed great wealth from petroleum, he has amassed by far the most. More than the Murchisons, more than the Cullens, more than the Richardsons, even more than the Gettys. He has no chauffeur. He has no private airplanes. He takes no vacations on the Riviera. He makes no significant grants to charity. But Haroldson Lafayette Hunt is the biggest of them all, the richest man in America. The richest and one of the most controversial.
Well, Haroldson not only did oil, but he was a big player in politics. In fact, he helped McCarthy start his presidential campaign. Here's where it gets interesting. Not only did he fund the McCarthy campaign, but he also funded the Cuban Revolution Council, which worked with the mafia and the CIA to take down Fidel Castro. And because of that connection right there is why a lot of people think he helped in the assassination of JFK. But of course, that whole situation worked itself out. And another motive that a lot of people don't know about for him being involved in JFK is because of his best friend, this guy right here, Edwin Walker. Now, Walker was an open white supremacist, and he was also in charge of the Arkansas Military District during a horrible time in our history called the Little Rock Nine. That's when the desegregation of high schools was happening in Arkansas. It's where 9 students tried to attend school and were met with all this. And it got so bad that where Eisenhower made Walker send the National Guard there. Now, Walker ended up being a commander in the infantry division in Germany. And when he was caught teaching his supremacy ways, JFK stripped him of his military status. So not only was there all of that, but a whistleblower also came out and said that she was at a party where Harrelson Hunt and Richard Nixon were talking about what was going to happen to JFK the next day. So all the way from the Kansas City Chiefs to the underground bunkers to the desegregation of schools and JFK, sure is a lot of dots. Y'all stay safe.